Welcome to the show, Justin Schlegel. If you don't know him yet, Justin is the eponymous Justin in the Justin Scott and Spiegel morning show on 98 Rock in Baltimore. He's co-host of the DLP Agenda podcast and live productions, a veteran stand-up, and just an all-around menace. Justin Schlegel, long time no see.
Dustin Allen, like I said earlier, my bearded, scruffy, woodland-looking brothers, a couple of power bottom-looking loggers, a couple of fellas that would gather together in a one-bedroom apartment and discuss the day's labor as we give each other the most deep tissue of sweetest massages. Allen, those cheeks need pinched, and Dustin, that forehead needs smooched.
Hell yeah.
Get
Thank you.
going.
Let's do this.
How you doing, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good.
We're big fans of your stand-up. I don't live in your area, so I don't listen to your morning show. Forgive me, but me and Alan grew up on what I'm assuming is a lot of like the radio that you grew up and came up in.
Yeah.
So like, I want to get more into that in a second because I
Sure.
probably have a bunch of like radio stuff to talk to you about. But just as a starter question, how do you manage like the psychological toll of doing stand-up and a morning show? Like those feel like two different worlds.
It was. We can get into that. It is trying to balance the radio show in the morning with the hours that we have, because I get up at about 3 a.m. and I get in at about 4:30, 4:45, get started at 5:30, and most stand-up doesn't take place until late at night for if it's an open mic, if it's a showcase or something like that. So sleep is at a bare minimum, plus, content. The things you could say on stage, you can't say on the air, and some of the things that you say on the air are way too conversational to transfer to the stage. So it seems like you're serving both masters. With that said, I now only serve one master because as of June, I, after 22 years, called it a day on doing stand-up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I put my foot in my mouth.
No,
I
you're
didn't
fine.
realize
We haven't
that.
really talked
22
about it
years.
much, but it was only, back on June 3rd this year. I got started back in 2004 and called it at the beginning of June 2026 after
Congratulations.
22 years. Thank you, man.
That's a rough mistress, man. Like that is not a life. Like,
It
this
was
isn't,
time
like,
to get the F out. Can I cuss?
You
I
can.
say
Absolutely.
naughty
Please
words?
do.
Yeah.
Okay, to get the frick out of stand-up, it was time to not do it anymore, because no one wants to be that guy in their local scene that's been hanging on too long, soaking up spots that are deserved of much more younger, hungrier people. And when you see some people that you've come up with start to just achieve, backhose of success, and you're performing at a Tuesday night one-nighter in exchange for scallops, you go, I'm more of a Ryan Leaf than a Peyton Manning. Okay?
Time to hang up the cleats kind of thing. Yeah, okay.
Exactly, yeah. Played some sick college ball, but when it came to the pros, I blew my ACL out game one of the preseason. So
Fucking Ryan Leaf.
it's time to, Ryan Leaf. That's a poll. Look him up if you're not a sports head. Should have been something, whole bucket of nothing.
Yeah.
Big bucket of nothing. Yeah.
Was he NC State?
I can't
Dude,
remember where he went, to be honest with you.
We
but-
can talk about college football. I got a college football question for you, but
you will not get a proper answer because I barely made it out of high school.
Okay, but are you
Give
aware
it to me and
of
I'll
the
see if I
Dr.
have any luck with it.
Are you aware of the Dr. Pepper Big 12 conference as a thing?
I know that it's
No,
a thing.
not Dr. Pepper. Sorry, Monster Energy Drink Big 12 conference.
That I'm not familiar with.
Me
That's
either.
what it's called. They bought the rights to the whole conference.
Jesus.
Anytime
The Monster
someone says
Energy
the Big 12,
Big
it's the
12
Monster Energy
conference?
Big. Yes, yeah. But
Jesus.
nobody can stop you from calling the Big 10 the Monster Energy Big 10 and just completely destroying their brand.
Okay,
awareness.
yes. Like the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show.
Yes.
One of the greatest clips of all time.
Oh, dude, what a! They did what, one season of that?
It was
And
one season, yes.
You can go back and watch it. I mean, nothing but killers on there too.
Are you familiar with that clip, the hysterical Dana Carvey, Steve Carell clip that they played on air where its lead-in, the Dana Carvey show, got a sponsor towards the end of it where it was the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. That was the full title. But in this really funny, unintended television promo, they did a lead-in one night. You could watch this. It's one of the funniest clips I've ever seen online, where they lead in with a very special episode, a very serious episode of Home Improvement. And they talk about the kid on Home Improvement. has cancer.
Oh, no.
And he goes to his father, and Tim Allen, Dad, I'm scared, and I don't know what to do. And Tim Allen wraps his arms around his child, and he looks at him and he goes, you and I are going to get through this together as a family. And you hear the voiceover go, on a very special home improvement, unlike anything you've ever seen, followed by the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. And fucking Steve Carell falls out laughing when he's shown this for the first time. He can't handle it. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Do they show that in the Too Big to Fail documentary? Because I haven't seen the documentary.
I have
went
not
back and
seen
watched,
that.
Okay.
No,
all right,
I haven't
thank
seen
God,
it, so I can't
find
speak to that.
That's
No.
hilarious.
That's amazing. Oh my God.
That's good stuff.
That's a great show, though. I mean, you can see it. I think it's on Amazon. Is all the episodes of the Dana Carvey.
Too short-lived, but like you said, bunch of killers.
Oh yeah. Alan, you want to get a chance to talk? I'm sorry.
Dude, I think I saw are you a skateboarder? Can you skate?
I am. I skate. Yeah. I skate. I skate a couple of times a week.
I saw you on a half pipe, like at some event. Like you were just killing it on a half pipe. I was like, holy shit.
I grew up in Southern Maryland, which was like a little rural suburban. So shopping center parking lots and smoothly paved streets were kind of at a minimum.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to skate, there was a few you could. Flat ground was difficult, but most kids, particularly a couple of guys known as the Eckler brothers, built, and they were local superstars around Baltimore, D.C., Virginia. Gordon used to skate for Spitfire Consolidated.
Oh, shit.
We would all build half pipes in our backyard, and everything from 3-foot micros, 5-foot minis, 10-foot verts. Sometimes you'd put two side by side and spine them together. So my skateboarding career began on a half pipe, and to this day, it's where I feel most comfortable. So yeah, I spend quite a bit of time on one.
That's
the idea
awesome.
of dropping in on one of those just still terrifies me.
It's truly working against the human survival instinct.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're especially on a vert ramp. A vert ramp, you are pushing against a human is incapable of killing themselves barehandedly. A human cannot choke themselves to death. They can't stab themselves in the jugular.
Artie Lang's tried.
Artie has done his best by flattening his nose into this beautiful pancake. Artie, truly one of the greatest to ever do it, but the guy's had his struggles.
Yes.
Dropping in on a vert ramp, you say, I am going to throw myself off the edge of this vertical surface. Not only am I going to fall, but I'm going to fall with fucking wheels on my tiny little airwalk-covered feet. And then I'm going to hit this curvature, the transition, and then, goddamn it, go up a second wall.
Yeah.
And your insides are screaming, what are you doing? And then you do it, you feel your nuts float up into your chest. Oh, you feel your uvula start to bounce around about like a little throatal clitoris. The whole body just betrays you. And then when it works, you go, this is better than tits. And you then fall in love with it. Do you see what other famous comedian is like getting back into skateboarding now and is posting clips?
No, who?
Have you seen Tom Green skating again?
What? No, I love it.
That's awesome.
Dude, Tom Green is on a vert ramp. Now, he's not clearly doing like frontside airs and Smiths and,
Still.
blunt slides, but he is pumping confidently back and forth on a vert ramp.
Wow.
And it's just awesome. It's just so cool to see him do that. I love it. So a bunch of old skateheads are getting back into it because of Tom Green.
That's badass, dude. That's really awesome. I never skated. I had friends that did. Most of my musical influences come from skater friends. But yeah, I never took the plunge, man. I couldn't do it.
I see the Santa Cruz shirt on, so it's like you got a couple of toes in the world. I mean, don't think I didn't notice that, man. What kind of West Coast? You talking like West Coast punk bands? You talking like Epitaph, Social D?
Yeah, Rancid, Social D,
Operation Ivy,
Up Ivy, of course. Yes,
Face to
definitely.
Face.
All of those.
Yeah.
Fucking love Face to Face.
Oh,
Came
dude,
on to my shuffle
Disconnected's
this
my
weekend.
favorite song of all time. Literally my favorite song of all time. From Don't Turn Away, Face to Face is it's musical perfection.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is. Dude,
beautiful.
they're so good, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Speaking of a little nostalgia, let me if you'll indulge me,
please.
Growing up where you did, you must have grown up on Don and Mike, right?
Oh, that's it. My shows were Don and Mike, Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara, and as I've gotten older and gotten into radio, Mike O'Mara has actually become a friend, which is wild.
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
Wow.
I also grew up on the Grease Man, Doug Track.
Of course.
Yeah, Waddle-doodle-dee. Yes, Sergeant Fury. I've got his book.
One of those here.
I've actually made a connection with him to where I think I might actually be getting breakfast with the Grease Man who lives in Potomac, Maryland.
That's wild.
Dude, he's on Cameo. He's fucking
I know,
awesome.
I know. I've tried. I have him. So at the end of the show, we'll have you do a like a little bumper for us.
Yeah, please.
And we had him do one, and it's just
hell yeah, dude. He still sounds like the Grease.
He does.
He still sounds like the Grease
Yes.
Man. Sergeant Fury, the YouTube clips that someone has taken his old VHS tapes and have digitally transferred them onto YouTubes. I mean, you want to watch a guy play a radio board and a potentiometer with carts and tracks and reel-to-reel like a symphony, like a man that can play 10 instruments at once. Doug Track. Unfortunately, clearly, he had his issues. Look into it on your own. He said some shit that you can't unsay. And then around here, we had Kirk, Mark, and Lopez with 98 Rock that I fell in love with, and WMZQ Country Radio out of Washington, D.C., as far as like musical jocks, because my dad was in the car listening to a lot of that. And they're little tiny... I didn't care for the music, but the intros to the songs were these little 20-second documentaries.
I was just going to ask you, can you talk up a record? Can you talk up a record?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Dude. Some of the WMZQ intros to songs were so damn good that you and what they'd also do too is they would wait until the very last moment to tell you exactly who the artist was. Like say we're talking about punk rock here, like. It was their debut full-length studio album by the American punk rock band in 1992. Dr. Strange Records was who originally put it out, but Fat Records bought the release to it and released it, featuring the fast melodic skate punk, including the breakout hit song Disconnected, It's Face to Face. And then fucking boom, it would pop. And you go, God damn, that's great. No genre does that better than country music radio.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. God damn.
But Don and Mike were brilliant during their heyday. Rob Spiewak, Buzz Burbank, all that group of characters.
And there's nothing like that anymore, like especially with Buzz doing the news like that. Like,
and we try. JSS has a lot of shades of Don and Mike.
I just mean like he just always felt like an old man doing the news, like even when he was younger, like he just
Buzz
felt
Burbank?
like
he did. No, he was awesome. Buzz was always like a beautiful dork.
Yes.
He was this elegant, highly intellectual nerd with a scoop of social awkwardness and a little bit of tendency to maybe get into the spirits. Do you remember their drinking shows, their annual
absinthe episodes?
Of course.
The absinthe episodes
was great.
Buzz would get fucking annihilated. And while the other guys would just sort of turn themselves up to 11, he would begin to get emotionally apologetic at the end of the night. I'm so sorry for my current condition. And he still sounded like
Buzz.
Orson Welles getting a prostate exam. My God, I'm sorry for my condition, but Lord knows my cheeks are screaming with an opulent pleasure that demands the balls to be cradled. Let's get to porn star obituaries. Cocky Inhaler died today at the age of 56 from bad fentanyl, and he would still do it.
Yeah.
But he would be fucked up.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. I love it.
Buzz is awesome. We've had him on the show a couple times. He's great.
Dude, have you had Buzz Burbank?
Yes, we have.
he was on. So you're here for episode 600. He was on episode 100.
Oh
we had no idea what we were doing.
Put me in touch.
Dude, I text him. Like, I don't abuse it, but I have his phone number, and every once in a while I'm like, I'm texting Buzz.
I'll trade you. Have you ever done Mike O'Mara?
No.
No.
He's yours.
Gotta get it in.
Get me Buzz.
All right.
You get me Buzz,
right.
and
We'll
I'll
talk
give you
off
Mike
air.
O'Mara and Rob Spiewak's contact info.
Nice.
And I can do nothing for Geronimo. I can help you with this.
No, that's
Okay.
yeah.
He's
Bridge
on
too
an
far.
island by himself. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can help
And
you
you
with
know
that.
what? It's fine.
It's
like
fine.
God. You know what? With what happened with Frida, it was like okay, and then just enjoy your
brutal,
life, bud. Like,
brutal radio. Came back
Absolutely
too
brutal.
soon. He'll be the first to tell you. And he tried to soldier on as best he could.
You remember that day, right? I mean, were you listening that day?
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It was
day.
like
She on her
9/11.
way
It was
back
for
from
people like
Ocean
me
City.
and you and Alan. Like that was like 9/11. Like,
Yeah.
It was
like, I
very
remember where I
9/11ish.
was.
It was very
Yeah.
for a generation of kids that grew up when Kurt Cobain passed.
Yep.
When
Yep.
Frida passed for Don and Mike, that was a moment that you rarely heard from her, but you heard stories about her and his kids and all that. So you felt like a member of the Geronimo family.
For sure.
And clearly he took time. But then when he came back, as soon as he did, in the back of your head, you're always going, I wonder if he came back too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turned out
He did.
that's kind of the consensus. He should have taken off much more time because I don't think he was completely done grieving. but the guy's got a work ethic. He wanted to get back out there. He kind of pulled a Savannah Guthrie and was like, I can either sit here and stew and mourn, or I could get back into the game. And for Savannah, it's work, and Don had his difficulties.
Yeah, that solo show he did was just absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
very brutal. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, it just wasn't Don and Mike.
Did you, towards the end of Don and Mike, there was on WJFK, there was Big O and Dukes. Did you ever?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I fucked with Big O and Dukes hard.
Okay.
Dukes is
All
my
right.
guy.
Okay, so I was going to ask you this. I thought I had like a faint recollection of Dukes like being jealous and like, oh God, am I giving you a question you can't answer?
No,
for
you're fine,
professional
you're
reasons?
fine.
Okay. I got a feeling that like you and him had the same vibe and he like thought that he didn't like having you in the show or on the show as a guest,
Dukes
or,
and I
like,
get along great. And
that's
actually,
fucking wonderful.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
I actually, a long time ago, when Dukes got absolutely unfairly complete bullshittery, blown off the air for the most innocuous comment that anybody else could have said 100 times. He was scapegoated and blown out.
Something he said much worse than nothing ever happened.
We've all
just to be
said
fair.
much worse shit than that. That was a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've seen Pixar movies more edgy than the comment that he got
100%.
fired for. And
I literally don't remember it because it was so
so
innocuous.
You know what it was? It was a product of the time. He had a differing opinion than the national consensus about a hot button topic, and that's it.
Oh, God forbid you put that man on the fucking radio.
Weird. A
why.
guy that might stir up conversation with levels of humor, intellect,
But they had
and study.
just turned into a sports show. or
Yes,
sports
it was a
and
thing, and they held Big O and Dukes against him, and again, it was bullshit. The reason I bring that up is that I had a lot of guilt that I didn't turn to him and be there for him during that time. I had kind of a young family, not an excuse, but I wasn't there for him as much as I should have been. And it took me a couple of years because we kind of floated apart after Big O and Dukes came to the end. I did some shows for them. I hosted for them some of their live events here and there as they needed me. And then we fell out of contact. And I mean, literally one day I rolled up to Commonwealth Dry Goods, his store in Fairfax. Had
I got a
bottle.
fucking shirt.
Dude, it's awesome. Dude, the place good. Stop by Commonwealth Dry Goods. And I rolled up with a bottle, and I apologized, and he was like, buddy, water under the bridge, don't care, get over here. And we sat, and we caught up, and now he does, the Chad Dukes' individual show, and he's got, the Fortress of Solid Dudes. I actually need to reach back out to him. It's been about a year again. I'm not great at keeping contact with people. Don't expect any of us to become dear friends because I am shit when it comes to staying in touch with people.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Likewise.
He's great, and he's got his followers, and he has managed to not just survive but thrive. And I know he spends a ton of time in OBX. So Chad was always my guy, and
That's awesome.
A lot of inspiration from him too. I mean, borderline plagiaristic. Let me flip your original question.
Yeah.
Do you think he was jealous of me? Absolutely not. I think occasionally he might cock an eyebrow, Dwayne Johnson, and go, I think fucking Justin might be lifting a bit. I think he might be.
He was always
heavily-
accusing everybody of lifting bits
Well,
from
in my
him, but,
case, he might have been close to accurate.
Hey, you know what? To quote-
I'd listen and go, that
to
sounds
quote-
great on my show.
To quote Don Geronimo, you steal from me, you stole twice.
Exactly. So
I say all the time.
There you go.
So,
Don't shade your eyes, plagiarize. That's why God made your eyes to plagiarize. So every now and then I'd be inspired by something of his. And his co-host, Drab, who's fucking awesome, and Oscar, I haven't talked to in forever. But no, Big O and Dukes, they were great.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Let's talk about some of the stuff you're doing now. So, like, Die Laughing Productions, I love that. Like, so I used to listen to Rob and Joe a little bit, mostly through, like, Don and Mike. Or
Hell yeah. Because they were part of Mike O'Mara's radio network.
Yeah,
now we're independent.
Yeah, and, like, I mean, that's just awesome, man. Like, what an idea. Do you want to talk about it? I'd love for you to, sprinkle throughout plugs rather than just waiting to the end. Like, if people don't know who you are, I'd like them to kind of get up.
No, let me give you the heads up. So I do Justin Scott and Spiegel, 98 Rock Baltimore. We can get into the radio show. I also do on Tuesday nights, we do the DLP Agenda, Die Laughing Productions. It's at 7:15 on YouTube, just YouTube, the DLP Agenda. We got a Patreon page, patreon.com/the DLP Agenda with mountains of content from music to movies to wrestling. We have a subgenre show on there featuring all of our female fans called the She LP Agenda. God, no one asked for this with Chris Karlheim, who might be one of the most beautifully angry men you've ever met, who he just comes off his fucking hinges once a week. Tommy Simbazo, Eric Woodworth. It's a fun troupe of people that all got together to do a comedy murder mystery. And the reason we got together was years ago when it was still just a Rob and Joe show. They went to a comedy murder mystery in Greektown, Maryland, off of Eastern Avenue in Baltimore. And they went to this murder mystery, and they got a Groupon. They went. It was one of the worst fucking things they'd ever seen. It was the most summer stock horse shit. The dance at the end, everybody looked like they had polio. I mean, it was as funny as SIDS. It was just horrendous. And the place was full. I mean, packed to the fucking rafters with these people.
So it's inspiring, right?
Joe and Rob go, what the fuck? We know what we paid for this. It was like, I'm going to make up a number. It was like $50 per person, gets you the show, dinner, and a drink.
Yeah.
They found the manager afterwards, and they went, I got to ask. This is not on you. The dinner was wonderful. The drinks were great. The decor and staff was awesome. The performance was just like watching someone with muscular dystrophy get shot with fucking paintballs. It's the worst. It's like someone with severe cerebral palsy trying to do a Scatman John impression, and it's the worst.
Do you know how these sentences are going to end when you start them?
We just sort of go and see what pops out, and a lot of times it fails me. But when I'm around bearded fellas, for whatever reason,
all works.
I'm smooth and hard. So Joe asks this manager, he goes, is this the first time they've done this? Because I saw the place was packed, but it was, it was not good. We all know it was not good. And I guess the guy at this restaurant goes, no, they're here every weekend. And every weekend, it's sold out. And it's been sold out for a year and a half. And he shared some of the monies. And he was like, these people are making so much goddamn money doing it just at this one restaurant. Would you entertain the idea, me, Rob, a couple of our friends, what if we wrote one? Let's try one just for fun. I
remember that episode when they came back and were they I'm sure they talked about it off air.
Yeah.
But I felt like I heard this come together on the show.
It happened. They were like, this thing
Inception.
is so bad and made so much money, and we know so many funny, more talented, better looking people. Why don't we try one? And we wrote what we knew, which was, I think theirs was some, Murder on the Orient Express shit. We wrote a comedy roast that got heated, went badly, lights go out, the person that's being roasted, lights come back on, they're dead. Dude, which one of the people roasting him killed him?
What a great original concept that is simple, and that sounds like a hilarious time. I get to go watch comedy, do a murder mystery,
yes, and you get to solve a murder, and you go, man, some of these roasts really get contentious. Some of these roasts, Chelsea Handler, some of these roasts really get people fired up. Did they go too far? Did that guy go too far?
Yeah. Sure.
Who killed him? And there just happened to be a detective in the audience, and you come to find out who did it. And it went over like gangbusters. Went really, really well. So we did it again and did it again. And then Rob, who is really the architect of it, Rob Mayer, brilliant comedian.
Yeah.
He wrote a second one and then a third one. I think we're on 15 of them now.
Wow.
Do you shuffle through them? Do you ever?
We rotate them back through.
Yeah.
We've got ones that are specifically Christmas, Halloween, a Valentine's Day one. I think we're going to work on a Thanksgiving one. So we hit the holidays and we tweak them every year.
My wife does a live burlesque show quarterly, but during the seasons, Thanksgiving and Christmas shows sell out, which
big time.
But you always think that people have Friendsgivings to do and things like that. I never have a spare weekend during that month, but those ones sell so well. It's crazy.
It's wild. No, I think it's because people are in town. They want to get them the fuck out of the house. Let's take them somewhere. Clearly, the biggest drinking night of the year is Thanksgiving Eve. So we book shit like that early in the night, 7 p.m. It'll be done at 8:39, and then let's all go out and get, let's take a bunch of propofol and try and get some streetwalker pregnant. And it's awesome, and it just has begun to work. And now Rob has got him just so dialed in that he's now doing ones where he's combined another thing people love going to the bars for, the trivia nights. So we now have a trivia murder mystery called The Answer is Murder, where it's an actual trivia night, real questions, real results, but in the middle of it, something happens. Some attendee who's a real cheater, piece of shit, he dies, and then you have to solve the murder and answer the questions. And every single night we do it, it either goes perfectly and it's funny, or it gets off the rails and fucked up and it's funnier.
But you guys all improvise so well. I mean,
a lot of it, yes. I work with such great comedians. So we just started doing it so much that it caught on, and now we've traveled overseas doing them. We've been to Vegas with Mike O'Mara to do them. Rob's traveling the country with the things now, kind of making them modular for whatever markets he's in. It's really, of all my comedy failings, This is the biggest comedy successes I've ever had. Is the dielaughingproductions.com. So it's awesome, man. I love it.
Sounds like a great time. That sounds
It's a
like
blast,
really, really
man.
good time.
And they're filthy. And what's great too is, God damn it, inevitably every night someone takes Nana, Pop Pop, Meemaw, whatever a white has to call their grandparent, and they don't understand what it is. And Joe Robinson, who's sort of your MC for the evening, he comes out and
does he lock in on him?
He lets them know before this begins. This is vile. This is Joe DeRosa vile and horrendous. This is just so ribald and disgusting and rated R level. I'm telling you now, there's the fucking exit, because otherwise there's going to be a ton of eating ass. There's going to be a ton of just wait till you see what Eric does. Eric is probably going to get naked. Him and Tommy work each other beautifully. And still people stick around and gasp and get shocked and freak out. And they're great. Rob's never written a bad one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, I am planning a trip to the East Coast next year.
Very nice.
I'm planning to go. I want to hit New York. I want to go to Acadia National Park up in Maine. You are my Baltimore. You're the Baltimore guy. You're the Maryland
Mr.
guy.
Baltimore,
Mr. Baltimore. Yes.
Please.
Why?
That's what they call him.
So sell me on Baltimore. Why should I go to Baltimore?
Have you ever purchased and never had an opportunity to use a Kevlar vest? Have you ever wondered if the slow blade cuts the deepest? Have you ever thought to yourself, you know what, Hertz? You know what, Rent-A-Car? I will get the insurance on this thing in case, best case scenario, stolen, worst case scenario, hobo, hot fentanyl shit on the hood while I'm stopped at a light. Have you ever stocked up so much on Imodium AD for some amount of cyclospora-level diarrhea, not from this new illness, but from rampantly turned seafood? This is the market for you. Brother, if you have never had a group of 15-year-old street urchins with 13 confirmed kills that are already 5 kids deep, demanding that they squeegee your windshield, which is a thing the car can do itself with fucking glass cleaner and window wipers. And should you say no, Lord knows they will dive into that car like locusts upon crops and pull you from said vehicle and strip you like a rifle. Have you ever thought to yourself, you know what? I'm sick of all these 4 perfect tires on my automobile. I need to drive down roads so fucking potholed. People in Costa Rica that live in corrugated metal shacks go, we've got some fucked up roads, but at least we ain't Baltimore. How about that? Have you ever wanted to visit a city where the former mayor went to prison because she wrote a children's book that had so many goddamn typos in it that it wasn't purchased by the school systems? She demand purchase it to have the money go directly in her pocket for a corruption scandal. That JSS themselves, my morning show, went out front of her house with a bullhorn and a basket of snacks because as she faked having pneumonia for a month, refused to leave her home. That's right. The mayor, Catherine Pugh, just locked herself in her house because shit went sideways and said, no one knows the key to the front door, so I'm safe in here like a child hiding under their bed from some make-believe monster. But in this case, the monster was real, and they were the fucking state attorney. If you ever had a desire to do any of that, brother, Baltimore, Murderland, Charm City awaits. We've got so many great places here, from Jimmy's Famous Seafood to Pappas to Charm City Skate Park to the most beautiful park in all of MLB with Camden Yards and the Citadel of football, the big crab cake itself. M&T Bank Stadium, the home of Jesse Minter. Minter is coming, and he's bringing Lamar and fucking Derrick Henry with him. Hamden, an artsy, delicious coffee district where you're going to get some of the best vegan tacos, artisanal coffee with record stores, the likes of which you couldn't find in any other market, such as Soundgarden downtown in Fells Point, Cat's Eye Pub, as well as Pendry right across the street where they filmed Homicide, Life on the Street, and dare I say, some of the cleanest prostitutes you're going to find. This side of the Delaware River, brother. We hose them, we pay them, we clean them, we love them, we put them right back out there so you can feel free doing a little what we call double B. That's a Baltimore bareback. Actually triple now that I say it out loud. Please join us in Baltimore. But keep your head on a fucking swivel.
That sounds fantastic. I think I'm definitely going. I'm coming. Yes.
I applied for the Baltimore Board of Tourism, and they didn't give me the gig. I tried to sell everybody on the dragon boats.
So maybe just Virginia, I guess, Alan.
Stop by. You know,
See the
Fairfax is lovely. The aforementioned Commonwealth Dry Goods. Go to the district.
Yes.
You'll have a good time in Baltimore, buddy. Just go to Fed Hill, go to Canton, go down to Fells. Hunt Valley is very, very nice if you like chain restaurants and big box stores. A Target and a Best Buy. What is this, fucking Paris?
Wow.
Wow. Chick-fil-A across from a Chick-fil-A. Good Lord, let me fly.
Not even in the South.
It's
not
amazing.
even in the South.
It's amazing. So, there's a lot to enjoy, but we've got our dings and dents and hiccups here and there.
Well, the best places do, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I used to live in Detroit. I mean,
fuck
honestly.
me. Are you kidding me?
Baltimore sounds worse.
I mean, I used to do a lot of stand-up at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle out
Fuck
in Troy.
See, I lived right around there. Like,
there
just,
you go.
And
I would stay with some friends in Detroit, and it's weird seeing a boarded-up skyscraper.
Yeah,
that's weird. Seeing a skyscraper boarded up, or entire blocks where they've just turned the electricity off.
Yeah,
where they're like, we just don't go down there anymore. Yeah. That's escape from New York level territory. The president's been lost in there. They're probably already eating his dick, so don't go down there.
And then that's like a block away from like the Grosse Pointe blank type houses, like some of the richest property.
I also hear that Detroit's like crazy on the come up though now.
It is now.
Like Detroit's beautiful again. Like it's fixed. The 8 Mile bullshit. That's like not even a thing.
I don't know,
anymore.
man. I still I don't think I would try that. You know, like there's always every town's got its places that you just know you don't go to, and if you do, you like you said, keep your head on a swivel. It's fine. I know.
Yeah, clearly.
I know how. Like my job right now is not getting robbed. Like
that's it.
If it gets robbed, it's giving you my wallet. That's my only job right now is just getting out of here. And not.
I've
getting
had
stabbed.
friends that move from Baltimore to New York and Baltimore to Chicago. Pick a major metropolitan area, and they walk around with 2 wallets. Yeah. Here's my wallet, and here's my stunt wallet. Here's the one that's got $2, a couple of loosies in there, an expired ID. Yeah. Someone give me your wallet. There you go. And they hook them up, and that's it. And meanwhile, the real one's in the knapsack or something like that. So if you grew up around New York, Detroit, you're good to go. Alan, where'd you grow up? What city? What's the closest major city?
Bay Area, so mostly like Berkeley.
You want to take another stab at that, Alan?
Mostly Berkeley was where I lived most of my life, around there.
You're a dead man. Yeah, you're wow.
I grew up in a prison town. Say it.
Corcoran was. I lived in Corcoran for a while, Central California, where Charlie Manson is housed.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Little Charlie's scurrying
all over
around
California, kind of. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, a bit of a West Coast nomad. All right.
Yes.
Fine. Yeah,
yes,
I lived in Burbank, Pasadena, K-Town for a little bit, Silver Lake. Yeah.
Oh, Silver Lake.
Yeah, it was
awesome. I think Brido lives in Silver Lake, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mike Breinstein?
Yeah.
You know Breinstein?
Breinstein? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What was the account that he had forever? What was that
Hunk
Twitter
with
account?
Mike he did. Well, if we're talking about Hunk with Mike Bridenstine.
Yes.
That's he used to do Blurred's.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, dude, Brido did New Faces, I think a year before I did New Faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I was 2010, he was 2009 or 2008.
Dude,
that sounds right.
I fucking love Brido. He's running. He's the general manager for the Lyric Hyperion now.
Yeah.
And he's writing comedy history books.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Grossly underfollowed, and one of those guys. I will not count myself amongst this crop. That like one day when he's gone, either because he's pulled himself completely from it, or the fates have intervened and sent him across the Rainbow Bridge, they will miss Mike Bridenstine.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people like that who names all completely escape me right now. Andy Peters is another one. When he's gone, people will miss Andy Peters. God.
I mean, he fucking loves the game. Like he really truly loves stand up.
Jake Weissman. Oh God, who's the guy that was the who was the mushroom shaman that went on Price is Right?
Well, okay, not the guy.
The guy that took a bunch of LSD and went on The Price
that's
is Right.
hilarious.
I don't know who that is, but that
I've
sounds like
heard
a good.
of that. Yeah,
I would enjoy
I
that.
didn't know that guy
Who
was a
was the
stand-up.
guy?
I think.
Oh,
I think I just
dude.
know that story.
Why do I not? Oh, son of a bitch! Who was the guy's name? I have him in my phone, and I feel like such an asshole. My brain is trash right now. But
Alan's better at Google Foo on the fly than I am. I mean, I'll give him a chance to try. Can I jog your memory with
please, Josh
with,
Androsky.
That's it. I have heard that name before.
Josh Androsky.
I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh Androsky. Yes,
Josh
correct.
Androsky absolutely rules. It was the greatest. It was the greatest appearance in Price is Right of all time. When Drew Carey asked him what he did for a living, and he said he was a skateboard rabbi. And he goes, "What does that mean?" He goes, "I take religious extremism and I make it religious extremism." And Drew Carey's like, "All right, let's spin the wheel."
That's
and
fantastic.
I mean, fucking fully no sold him.
Yeah, I love it.
That's excellent.
Both of them doing the best they can in that moment,
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of other more miscellaneous things that I wanted to ask you, but can we sprinkle in a little bit of the more silly stuff that we do here on the show? One of the things that we like to showcase on our hidden track, which is like our Patreon only episode, is here's my notes. You're not supposed to see this.
I'm looking away. Looking away.
That's okay. That's all right. It's embarrassing. Everybody knows what I write down. Okay. Here is we call this schizomaxing.
Yes.
So this lady's name is Stacy. This lady's name is Stacey Kennison, and you'll know that because every video she starts with telling us,
"Hey, it's me, Stacey Kennison. I'm here."
And this one's only 20 seconds long. Some of these are really long rambles, just for full context, so that I don't trick you into making fun of her. Please do. But I believe she is, what did they say, unhoused, Alan?
Yeah, I think
She is Sans home.
She lives in
Salvation
in
Army.
Yes.
She's roof averse.
Yes.
And I think Kansas City or somewhere in that
somewhere
Midwest
out there,
area. She's convinced that Sandra Bullock, the Mercers, George Clooney, Robert De Niro are all trying to kill her, and
also she thinks they're related to her as well. I believe.
Oh yeah, she's related to them and Bibi Netanyahu.
Yes.
So
Shit.
Here's just she films these in a Panera Bread. She films them on the bus.
Isn't it insane in the year of our Lord 2026? Take the entire statistics that you just ran down. Living in a bus stop, YMCA, on the street, struggling to make ends meet. Clearly definitive schizophrenic issues. Cell phone and Instagram account. She still has a presence online. You thought you would have eaten that phone by now. And I'm looking at the numbers on this fucking
I know,
thing.
it drives me crazy. Here, listen to this.
Why do we even try?
Hey, it's me, Stacey Kennison. I hear people talking again. I'm listening to some music that I enjoy, and somebody said, it's a masturbation song. I have never masturbated to songs. I have never picked songs to masturbate to. So I'd appreciate it if people stop defaming my character and slandering me.
Oh yeah, everybody's defaming her character. She's a law-abiding citizen. And masturbating songs.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to talk about Wang Chung or something what was the masturbating song?
The Prince song, Nikita. Was that?
Yeah,
All right, I'll tell you
Darling
what's gonna
Nikki.
happen.
Darling Nikki. Yes.
There's going to be some jacking off going on. And I'll tell you what. Because on this side of the screen, I'm looking at a couple of homeless heavies that are. Tell me, listen. She got them fangs.
Some sweater kittens.
She's got the Nancy Pelosi milkers.
Those
right?
things are housed. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever bra she's got on right there, that's a 5 clasper. It's earning its paycheck. I love glasses. She's kind of got that short, sort of Ellen DeGeneres before we figured out what a fucking psycho she was hair. I love the sun-kissed, almost labiatic neck meat.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if she's making enough money from panhandling or selling homeless hoof picks behind the dumpster at a Zaxby's, but perfectly threaded eyebrows. I mean, those things are exquisite.
Very.
So while I might not be, giving myself the old double-fisted Pepsi plunge later on this evening with a couple of tubes of expired Colgate to whatever porn I should so happen to pull up on my son's tablet, I am going to definitely milk myself to that cockeyed grin and them big,
a little Stacey Kennison.
Oh, now this video, on the other hand, has me hanging a hard laugh off of masturbation.
It's
Okay,
It's
now-
been reported to me that Sandra Bullock has been torturing and threatening Donald and Melania
Melania Trump, the U.S. president, and his wife here in America.
Your face, Justin, your face.
You're taking me on a roller coaster right now. I'm playing the old Opie and Anthony up and down game. I'm playing the up and down game. Right now, how stiff can you get me? How limp can you make it? Because the first video, like I said, we were looking at Cleveland. Look at Cleveland, Ohio. And now she looks to be
Look at the way she's grinding down on her
those
mouth right
teeth
now.
are as flat as a cokehead who was their last bat of badly talcumed snow. The hair screams Moncton, Indiana softball coach. We either make it to state or one of you are coming back to my studio apartment later on and having your ankles sucked on with clam chowder. She is a vicious-looking bit of business in this, much less hot. Almost looks like two separate people. But she says Sandra Bullock is torturing people. Hit it.
No, not just anyone.
Torturing and threatening Donald and Melania Trump, the U.S. president, and his wife here in America, telling them not to care for me, to violate the law against.
You see her, you see the skin there? There's like bright red on the nose.
Dude, she blew the whole story wide open. That's why she's going through the struggles
No
that
doubt.
she is because the woman from Miss Congeniality won't let Johnny start no war psych. They're all going on simultaneously. Keep him from providing her with the home she needs.
Yes.
It's not a conspiracy if it's true.
True.
And I
Yeah.
choose to believe this Michael Chiklis looking woman. I choose to believe the thing but no stone. Right? The not so fantastic four. Tell me if you could buy season tickets to Melissa Etheridge, she wouldn't be first in line on the wait list. She's got the look of someone that knows her way around the Vulvatic region with all the skill of a master hunter.
No doubt.
Stalking its labiatic prey. Oh, let's hear what else she's got to say.
Oh, God. Okay, I was going to say, don't let her hear any of this because she will focus it on you.
The law against me to deny me my life and my rights, or that they'll be punished. And she's been harassing all of the presidents here in America, threatening them to not let me have my Jewish rights, my Christian rights, my disability rights, my U.S. Constitutional rights. I'm a law-abiding citizen, Sandra.
Yes.
So somebody needs to get a hold of the Secret Service and tell them that Donald and Melania Trump need
Thank
their
you.
police protection.
Thank
and
you.
that I need police protection too, because my name's Stacey Lynn Kennison, and that we're not going with Sandra Bullock and the Gotti family, because Sandy Bullock has abused almost all of the presidents, and Jenny Mercer and their witchcraft crime ring has too. So it's not okay to threaten the president to let you and the terrorists murder me, Sandra.
Thank you. Someone finally said it out loud. What the nation's thinking. Sam Kiddison's tragic niece is able to somehow extrapolate.
Every time, I know.
And I hear Kiddison, I go, someone put a fucking beret on her and have her start screaming about anal sex. This poor woman who, listen, a medical impossibility, but if it's somehow possible to have your cheeks have a UTI, she's pulled it up. Somehow the crustules near the collarbone. And by the way, this is Sandra Bullock's fucking fault.
100%.
She would have been at the Met Gala this year. She's been denied her Jewish rights, Christian rights, Muslim rights,
all the
Middle
rights.
Earth rights,
Disability rights.
disability rights, her ability to eat and listen to the band Fish, her rights as a Decepticon, her rights as an Autobot denier, her rights to join Cobra and yet somehow still work as a double agent for the GoBots. This is bullshit, what this lady's working through. With that said, that set of eyes right there is crusty and glistened. What if her downstairs entertainment district was just so immaculately maintained? It looks like a garden at Versailles. She gets off those Road Warrior Hawk looking Zubaz pants that you know she's wearing, and they're not the same colors when she bought them. And you get those off-white 100% in cotton 5-pack from Target, 6 for free just in case. And you look at it and go, this is the most immaculate female genitalia I've ever seen. It looks like it's like a paper cut surrounded by cotton candy. Someone has been hiding the world's best pussy behind layers of insurmountable schizophrenia. If you're willing to put in the work, play this game on hard mode. You just don't know what treasure awaits you at the end. Oh, either that or it looks like a fucking bottle rocket went off in a Reese's peanut butter cup. But I want to believe that downstairs is just Valhalla, where warriors go to die. And God bless the good men that have given a crack at it behind whatever duck pin bowling alley you slid in a 10 spot for. Ma'am, I salute you and all your truth-telling. How do you fucking find out about this?
My algorithm has been shot by having listeners submit clips for the show.
Amazing.
So I just get the weirdest shit. I don't either a listener did this or I went to my Explore page and it's just a fucking
I gotta fucking tip my hat to the None Taken podcast listeners out there. That is an army both vast, strong, and helpful.
Yes,
Never
they are
stop
indeed.
sending Dustin and Alan this bullshit.
if it'll load in time, everything's going slow.
Oh God,
yeah,
please
my
play me
Explore
her
page.
cashmere. Show me her Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, look at what they've done to my algo.
Jesus.
Look at what they've done to my algorithm.
What the fuck? It's Sarah Silverman, a dog eating an apricot. I think turkey.
I'm into
Tina
dogs.
Fremmel, she rules.
There you go.
I think that's Brandon
This isn't
Lee
so
from The
bad.
Crow
Oh, there
without
we
the
go.
face makeup. That's trying to find out how big your pecker is. Helen Mirren looking like a snack. Louis C.K. trying to make sense of what he did.
This is pretty good right now.
This
honestly.
isn't
dude,
bad.
You got a strange algorithm.
Yeah.
What the
And this,
fuck is this
the dogs
buffet?
are. This is the type of dog I have. What was that?
What
was
the
a man
shit
inside of a
is
Barney
this?
costume.
This
That's-
is a golden. This is a golden corral of bipolar.
A smorgasbord. Yeah, yeah.
What is
Kinda like
this?
that.
The woman that's being painted with some.
Oh, this lady knows what she's doing.
Peter
she
North
posts these
is
I used
dribble?
to spit out toothpaste in front of my boyfriend when I was younger because I was scared that he would sexualize me for it. Which sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but after posting
So she's a big feminist, and she's talking about how like she doesn't
Okay.
like being sexualized, and she's gonna own it. But then she knows that if she puts that as the cover of the reel, it'll get the most posts. So you tell me what she's really saying. I'm bitter at this one. I hate this one a lot. I don't like it.
I am. You know what? When Kinnison's making way more sense than her, you're in a bad spot, baby. When Kinnison is making sense.
Hey, do you ever write down ideas in the middle of the night because you're afraid you're going to forget them?
I
as
do.
A bit and
Yeah,
stuff
I've got
like
a little
that?
notepad that I pop on. I have a little voice to text thing in my phone.
Can I? So I do little things on the show like an opening joke or a go into half joke or end of the show joke, and so I'm always making notes. And I've had one for. I got to get this off the screen. Let me hold on.
You gotta close that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a woman
there
who
we go.
loves Finland with huge fucking Jesus Christ your logo. Yes.
People didn't know it was a podcast, so we put the penis there.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I wrote this down, Alan, like months ago, and I've never said it on the show because I don't know what it means.
Okay.
Justin, all I wrote down in the middle of the night so I wouldn't forget was afraid of Delaware.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Like, can you make any
Afraid
sense of this?
Of Delaware. It's size tiny. Maybe it's got a bit of a Napoleon complex. It was the first state, so probably there's a level of generational hubris. No taxes, sales taxes. I mean, you got Rehoboth, which is
Yeah.
a gay hotspot. And Dustin, I've
That's
looked you
what
up
I was-
online, and you're walking around with that fuzzy little peach ears. So if you go traipsing up and down one of those Dover, Delaware boardwalks, carrying around that crumb cake and those dungarees, Lord knows somebody's going to be putting the turd in turducken as they crack open that birthday cake at the bottom of your bag. Alan, not saying that you are not a walking fleshlight yourself, but we're trying to make sense of Dustin's fear
Dustin's
of
fear of Delaware. Yes, yeah.
Okay, beware Delaware. Maybe some
Maybe
play on
that's
words.
it. Oh, maybe that was
Beware
it.
Delaware. Make sure there's no hair down there. Shaves himself. And then they're just licking you up and down. 3 inches swipe up, 3 inches swipe down, 6 inches per analingus session, 50 to 100 licks per multiple sessions over the course of an evening while somebody's got you chained to a radiator. By the time you leave Delaware,
heard of
your
this.
ass will have been eaten for 1.7 miles. So I need you to stay the fuck out of Delaware so we can do
Yeah.
this again sometime.
That sounds like it'll chap. Yeah, that'll chap.
you
Alan,
don't
we'll
want-
see you in Baltimore. We'll ask your permission to eat your ass with a little bit of Old Bay, as is the way we do.
As is tradition, yes.
We want you to know it's happening. We want you to feel the sting on the
Old
ring. We call it Hold Bay.
As long as we're on the subject, I've never liked the term cream pie. Like, it's always bothered me. I feel like I don't like it because it implies eating it.
Yeah, it is very culinary, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
got something like afterwards it's going to be presented to some ambassador at a dinner, raising money for kids. Oh, we all secretly know ain't getting better. So, also, it's one of those things where the term itself isn't used during the act that it is. If you were to ask a woman in the throes of passion to go, oh my goodness, I'm getting close, may I cream pie you? If she doesn't throw a fucking Muay Thai elbow strike at your temple and give you a learning disability for such a dumb fucking request, all right? What's worse in bed? And asking a woman, may I cream pie you? Or may I provide you with cunnilingus? I know it's your birthday. I went and looked. It appears to be you've shaved off all the matted parts there, Kinnison. You've flicked away the beetles and the little 10-volt watch batteries that look like metallic chess pieces. How about I provide you with some, wait for it, cunnilingus? That's disgusting. Sexual flavors like that. But yeah, cream pie? Ew, ew, dude.
What would you call it? What would you call it?
Bustin'.
Bustin's good. Bustin's good.
I'm a bust. Take it out. Nah. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I decided not to. So looks like you and I are going to know each other forever.
You and Alan have very different tactics for lasting longer in bed. Now, I am referring to your most recent special. I don't mean to be a comedian.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
I'm glad you watched it.
Well,
no one else did.
well,
no one fucking watched that thing.
Well, Alan, I'd like you to share your trick first, because Alan taught me this when we were younger. That sounds weird.
So
when I
the
say it
Abbott, Abbott and Costello's who's on first bit was always my thing. It was like, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third, tomorrow's pitching. Like, you
Start
kind
doing
of
it
do
in
the
your
bit
head.
in your head, and then that kind of, you can kind of.
It's distraction.
Yes,
it distracts
yes.
you from the moment at hand. Yeah.
Yes. That was my thing, and I
I've
shared
never
it with
heard
Dustin
anyone
many
else
years
say
ago.
that besides you.
That is interesting. That's honestly one of the sweeter ways I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, you clearly know the classics. Think of your grandmother.
Right.
Pinch yourself. Cause like a little bit of pain on your thigh.
It's gonna get me going.
Yeah, like if I'm in the middle of it, I've got various techniques, but I'll grab someone by the few remaining hairs that they have from the disease that's taken most of the rest of the coif, and I'll pull their balding, fucking mole-covered skull close to my crusted lips, and I'll growl in their ear, "I'm responsible for John Bonet," and that will keep me from crossing the finish line because I see the look of concern in their eyes.
Sure. That would
I
work.
go,
Yeah.
I think I've ruined it, but we're going to be here longer than I'd originally intended. So whatever gets you, whatever turns it into an all-night affair, I don't think there's such a thing as a bad idea. So I like that. Dustin, are you just fucking people clean in half and buying them a new box spring afterwards at IKEA, $50 limit? Or how do you continue to not be busting Dustin?
No, I very carefully.
Okay.
One of the ongoing bits on this show is the fact that my wife broke my penis.
This is
Dustin,
true.
you have the floor.
She was very oh fuck, her aunt and uncle listen to this. I normally talk about
Can I
this on our
tell you a
Patreon
story
episode.
and you tell me if it's similar? Was she
Yeah,
in
sure.
a position where she was in control
Yep.
and got a little bit too vigorous
Yeah,
and
it was
really
great.
thought there was way more chain leading down to that anchor?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
really thought it was a much longer road
Yes.
trip from Bell
Yes.
End to Naval and went all the way off and proceeded to just mistime the re-entry into the man atmosphere.
It's like you're there.
Yeah, it was like I was there because I've known her since she was 7. Dustin, you have no idea this entire thing has been a ploy. For years, we've been waiting. Alan, you can go. We cast Alan. That's right. Alan's actually AI. You've never met him, have you?
I'm not even
You
real,
can't
yeah.
even touch him.
This
Yeah,
is all
I've had
Shutter Island.
stuff like that happen before. You better be, if you're a lady, I love when you climb aboard, but know ahead of time the distance, like I
Yeah.
said, from tip to base. Know what you're working with. And with me, little tiny hummingbird humpies. little gentle bounces. This is not a road trip. You're not going to have to stop halfway up the dick neck for a snack. It's a real just gentle bounces. Okay.
Indeed. Very gentle.
Yeah, so hopefully you're all healed up now.
Yeah, it was scary. I went to a doctor.
He had to go to the
How long ago?
urologist.
It would have been it was on our honeymoon a year ago. So it was the last day of our honeymoon. Yeah,
Well,
it was,
Dustin,
when in
let's
Rome.
take a look.
It kind of leans differently than it used to.
Unfurl that pecker of yours and let's get a peek at the damage done.
You know what? Speaking of, let's transition. This goes well because it involves the word Trojan. Did you like the new Odyssey movie? Have you seen
I
this
haven't
Odyssey
had a
movie?
chance to see
Okay.
it yet.
But you're familiar with the source
I'm very
material.
familiar with the source
Okay.
material, the poem,
If-
the controversies around the film, but I
Yeah.
do know.
If you were a Trojan in the city of Troy, would you fall for that horse trick?
Yes,
Yeah?
I am.
Does nobody there have a dog? They don't just smell people?
Do you know
arf, arf, arf.
how many people I forwarded the video of the baby being flown off with in Central Park by the eagle, where there's an eagle that swoops down and grabs a toddler and begins to
Yeah.
fly away, but the weight is too much and it has to drop the baby 3 feet onto the ground. This was years before anybody was chatting about a GPT, before anybody was grokking, before anybody was clauding. Somebody just made a fake video, and I sent it to 1,000 people going, look, a fucking bird. Look, we got a bird legislation.
Birds eating
Bird
babies.
legislation. I'm so ridiculously convinced. I am so easily convinced of shit. I am an advertiser's wet dream. So yes, if I was a Trojan soldier, I'd be like, well, that was nice of them. We've always wanted a huge unrideable oak horse. This is lovely. I can't wait to take a giant handicapped Trojan child and place it on top of it and roll around. Bring old 20-foot tall Belial with his fucking radish-sized head, and then soldiers start pouring out of the thing and fucking us up. So I would have fallen for that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Fair. I did have. I don't want to take too much of your time, but so I see we're getting closer to an hour here. I did have a game I wanted to play. Well, not a game. A hypothetical.
Please.
So we grew up being promised certain futuristic technology,
Yes.
or sci-fi technology. I'm going to give you a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Okay.
things. You can pick 2, so you don't have to just pick one. I think
These were
I like
things
pick 2.
in the early 80s, 90s sci-fi films in
Yes.
the year 2026.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So,
I love it.
Teleportation, flying cars, cryo sleep like Alien.
I'm writing these all down.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have to explain. Cryo
Okay,
sleep.
so
It's
hell no,
self-explanatory.
dude, is an Aliens fan over here? Okay,
Yeah,
you kidding me? I
right,
celebrate
right.
April 26th. Okay, cryo. Hold on. So cryo, sleep, teleportation.
Flying car,
Okay, flying car.
a cloaking device,
Okay, cloaking device.
shrink ray, grow ray,
Shrink ray, grow ray. Okay.
or Star Trek replicator.
Okay, Star Trek replicator. Okay, got it.
So you get
All
to
right,
pick 2. Only 2.
I can pick 2 to have?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
2 that I
Yes.
think are likely.
2 that you can have.
No, 2 that you wish that we could have. Yeah.
Okay, teleportation number 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Teleportation number 1. The airline industry's dead. We've all traveled doing stand-up, travel doing anything. Hey, Justin, I got a guest set if you're available in Madrid in 13 seconds. Blink, pop me in there.
Okay.
Plus,
All right.
one of the reasons that I love it is that we would have a Kitty Hawk, North Carolina era of this shit where the first few people doing it, he pops out on the other side, but like his fucking heart's on the outside of his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
His
Right.
dick sticking out of his forehead. It doesn't rearrange you properly. So the first few people are going to come out of that thing looking like Jeff Goldblum at the end of The Fly. And that's going to be fun. Once they get that all the way, it's going to be amazing. So that is an absolute lock. Shrink-
Way over flying car. Like why?
Oh.
Yeah,
if
why
you have
bother?
teleportation,
If
why
you
do
have
you need a flying car?
teleportation, the flying car's done. So
Yeah, you don't
we're
need
gonna
that.
scratch the flying car. We don't need that because we have the teleportation. I'm going to scratch the shrink ray, grow ray because I feel that isn't necessary if we have the replicator. The
Yeah.
replicator can make things any size or any shape as you need. And I know with nanomachines and
Cigarette.
3D printing, cigarette. Yes, something along those lines. Yes. Cloaking, I could give a shit. I want to be seen. Cryo sleep. I don't plan on traveling the stars anytime soon. So yeah, the 2 big ones for me, teleporting and the Star Trek replicator would be amazing, especially if you could make like real dolls or Blade Runner 2049 replicants.
Oh, I hadn't thought
my
of that.
Oh,
Shit about
dude,
that
hell
either,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Or if I can make countless recreations of, oh God, what's the actress's name? Anna Sawai, who played Lady Mariko from Shogun on FX, or the girl that played Knives Chow in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I would love that because I'm going to look up her age on the fly. And thank God, Ellen Wong is of age. Woo! Just skirted that one. Born in, I don't know, 1985. We're good.
Totally
yes.
great. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
we're totally good. Yeah.
18 or 80. Can't tell, but that is...
Even appropriate. Even age appropriate.
You know what? Very age appropriate.
Yeah.
Like I pointed out earlier with our friend Mrs. Kinnison, I like them with a little panko crust on them. All right. I like them when they spread their knees. You hear a crunching. I like that.
That's a good part. Yeah.
No, I like there to be no natural juices left. That's the side. I like to get on the more aged side. I want a real desert whore. I want someone that looks like she'll drain this beanbag for a Gatorade because she's been wandering through the fucking salt flats ever since her 1%er boyfriend kicked her off the back of the goddamn bike because she kept asking to hear Foghat. And he's like, bitch, you know, this is a 38 special bike. Maybe on the weekends we'll listen to Van Morrison. Good luck wandering through that fucking cement slab city. You Dune slut. That's who I'm looking for these days. Unless, of course, you're Ellen Wong, who played Knives Chow.
Right,
who
of course.
Scott Pilgrim should have ended up with.
She gets a pass.
Yeah, but you ended up with fucking Ramona Flowers, that chunky dunker. Dog shit. Dog shit ending to that film. Fuck Ramona Flowers. Disinterested ass, Billie Eilish wannabe, dead-eyed, non-talented, fucking non-nunchuck using nobody. Could you play Dance Dance Revolution the way Knives and Scott could? No, you couldn't because you're too fucking heavy. I'll say it. You're too heavy. Knives, perfect weight, light, elegant, nymph-like, but
Nimble.
a lady in the bedroom. Lights off, multiple sheets. Paul Anka playing meats and cheeses waiting on the
Paul
nightstand.
Anka.
Yeah, Paul fucking Anka.
Do you remember when he came on? I don't think I would even have him on my radar, except he was a guest on Don and Mike one time. Like
Was
plugging
Paul
some
Anka a
record.
guest on Don?
Yeah, well, he
really?
was. Yeah, he was selling a record in like 2005 or something.
Wow, I don't remember
Well,
that.
I've
Do
got
you
some research
remember
I've
when?
gotta do.
I think that I found the William Shatner record that came around that same time.
Oh
from
my God, when
Don
he's
and
doing
Mike
all
too.
this spoken word shit.
Yeah, but that
Do
shit
you
was
know what
good
is going to
then.
be the modern version of that which was put out with noble artistic intentions, but the ability wasn't there? Has anybody here listened to the Pat McAfee album yet?
No.
You're fucking serious? That's a thing?
Oh,
Look
you
at
need
this
to
shit
look
up.
Oh,
Alan, this is going to be a subject for our next hidden track.
This
Okay.
just happened, and I like Pat McAfee. Yes, if you search Pat McAfee album, it's a tough listen.
Oh my God. Blue Collar Symphony?
It's pretty rough.
Pat McAfee album.
It's
Diary
pretty rough.
of a Polarizing
ESPN reportedly distanced itself from Pat McAfee's debut album. Dave Portnoy
That's
dubbed
a sentence.
Theodore
Wow.
Orlovsky biggest joke from Pat McAfee's horrible album. Some counter-shill programming to Shillfest. Mina Kimes wins fans over by steering clear of Pat McAfee's new album.
Jesus Christ.
And this was not on the bingo card for a guy that I find to be funny, and I enjoy his time in pro wrestling when he's there. Not the last go-round with Randy Orton, pretty dog shit, but still miscalculation. This is going to be his Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines misfire. Not great. Not great.
Wow.
But to the aforementioned Captain Kirk album, this is going to be that.
Fucking wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go put myself through it. So listeners, you don't have to. We will have more of that on the show.
Dig in. We'll do a little track by track review.
Yeah, we'll do it.
A couple other things just real quick. I like to ask people this. It doesn't have to be the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Okay.
First one to come to mind. Dumbest thing you've ever done.
God, dumbest thing I've ever done.
It's tough, right?
I've done a few
Yeah.
dumb things. I almost burnt my house down as a kid, flicking matches into dried corn stalks because I wanted to teach myself to throw fireballs like the wizard from Final Fantasy. And I caught, that's a real thing, and I caught these Halloween decorations and just set the front of my house on fire. We saved, but, The front of my house
Wow.
was fricasseed for a little bit. It was definitely fricasseed for a little while. Here's the problem: is that we're going to disconnect, and 5 minutes later,
yeah.
You're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to think of the absolute dumbest thing.
The first few times we do this, people will be like, I don't know, the dumb. That's why I started saying just like whatever the first one you think of.
I
mean,
can
that was
think of a
pretty good
really
one.
uncomfortably bad one during my early days of stand-up where there was
Yeah.
a sports club that we did comedy shows at, and whatever the gimmick was with the lighting, you couldn't even see the front row, and
wow.
you basically saw their knees to legs. You could see there was movement in the blackness, but I mean, even if your eyes adjusted, you couldn't see anybody. It only sat about 80 people, 90 people. A small, fun black box theater, a part of this sports bar that rented out the room to do shows. And I was a part of some showcase of 10 comics. And this guy was sitting up front, and I would do a joke, and it's my early hack shit material that, frankly, 22 years later, not much better. And I made some joke, and he began to, like, honk and flail. And it was a distractingly large flail and an annoyingly piercing honk. It was not a standard laugh, and the movement was erratic. And I let it go, and he did it 2 or 3 more times. And I think I said something extremely unkind in the moment where I diagnosed him with everything lay before me as clearly having some type of Down syndrome, but my language wasn't anywhere near as kind.
Yeah.
And
It was
then
22 years ago.
the lights went up,
Oh, no.
and there he is, just as special needs as anybody
Oh God.
as you'll ever see. And I went, God damn it, I just
Yeah.
called this poor kid the thing that people call him that I shouldn't. And I wanted to put myself through a plate glass window. And as I say that story, I remember the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Fast forward years later, I am invited to the very first polar bear plunge. You ever been to a polar bear
Oh,
plunge?
Yeah.
Yes, and they've been doing polar bear plunges for various reasons, just for fun, just for health, just for charity, for a long time. And I was invited to a polar bear plunge, my first one, I should say. They've done some before, and I've looked these things up. And I watched this polar bear plunge that these fucking psychopaths in Anchorage do, where they're dressing up and they're looking like lunatics and they're having a blast, and they treat it like a party and all that. I go, that's what this is. This thing's a party. I'm ready to get in the water, and then we all warm ourselves up with booze. I'm going to get some weird-ass outfit. So I buy this really tiny female Army enlisted person's uniform from a supply store. I get a World War I looking helmet. I get a thong that has, like, the sergeant stripes near the cock. I take a big black wig, and I stuff it in there like I've got this huge bush.
So far, this sounds like one of the best things you've ever done.
It's super. I'm like, they're going to love this outfit. I buy a gigantic black sex toy. I tuck it in there so it's hanging out the front of it. I go, look at me. I'm going to be this character. They'd be like, we can't believe you dress like that. And there's 400 kids with special needs and all their parents down at the beach waiting to get in the water and raise money. And I didn't get moved out the way. I got Roman Reigns speared, Goldberg in his prime, tackled by people, out of the vision of these kids, being scolded, going, what the fuck are you wearing? I went, you didn't tell me this was a charity. I thought it's just drunks getting wet. Having fun in Arctic weather as they bust a hole in the ice. We splash, we chill. It was a cold plunge bath before Rogan pretended they were working. You're still short. And then I went back on the beach and had some whiskey. Nope. It was all raising money for kids for the Special Olympics of Maryland. Shout out Jim Smuts. And I showed up looking like the number one Armenian porn star in the world with my huge, big, fat, curly black bush, barren top, ladies outfit. Yeah, and then again, this Lex Steel looking fucking Mazmune of a dick. This Elden Ring Dark Souls 3 on hard Uber weapon draped down past my knees. I mean, you could have steered cattle with this thing, and you just see eyes of various qualities and conditions look back at me, and I heard I heard those same honks that I had heard years before in that sports bar. And I went,
You know what? They had a
fucked
great.
up.
They loved. They
Great
loved that.
memory.
Their parents hated it.
hey, remember that one time that Duke showed up with a fake crank hanging out of his pale alabaster skin?
Yes, it's a great story.
Dressed
from the
like,
hotel,
like a USO juggalo. Yeah, not great. Not great. That was pretty
juggalo.
bad. That sucked. Yeah.
Oh God,
That's fantastic.
that's great. Well, let me just ask you to give us one of these bumper cuts real quick, and we'll let you go. I'm still at the USO.
I'm sorry.
USO
listeners are
Juggalo.
gonna
If we
like this.
named these, I'm gonna call this show Justin Schlegel episode 600. But USO Juggalo.
The
That's pretty
USO
good.
Juggalo.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
And if anybody at this point is still listening, Aaron Tenian, I know, none taken. I can be a lot. If you're still here, your dedication to Dustin and Alan is appreciated. If you have since left, you're not going to hear this, but know that I get it. And it's okay. You're not here anymore. Come back for the next one.
I basically put Alan. Your role is usually filled by me interrupting Alan and yelling at him about things that I just.
How could you yell at Alan?
I don't know.
You fucking savage.
every week after the show, I'm like, hey, sorry. I turn into Don Geronimo sometimes. But I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not okay. That's Alan. I'm never that bad.
It's our
At
dynamic.
Santa's
It's fine. No, it's all
favorite
fun.
elf.
Santa's favorite elf.
Yes. Really? Okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
what is what's the
get-
line here?
It's just, and however you want to say it, but it's hi. This is just, or not hi. Just this is Justin Schlegel, and I never listen to None Taken. Any jazz of that is fine, or just straight on, however you want it. I'll shut up.
Okay. Hi, it's comedian, podcaster, and radio show host Justin Schlegel, who showered with his father until he was 14 years old. If you stop by the None Taken podcast to give it a listen, know that you're talking to the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and God damn it, I fucked it up. Let me take this one more time.
Tom
Hold on.
Brady?
Okay, Tom Brady. Okay. Hi, it's Justin Schlegel, comedian, podcaster, and radio show host, and a guy that showered with his father until he was 14 years old. If you're spending time with an Untaken podcast, know that you're dealing with the Jordan and Verd of playing the world's foremost game, Guess Whose Thumb? I've been enjoying myself, and hopefully you have as well. And if I've been honest, I've never listened to a single episode, and probably won't.
That was perfect.
Perfect.
That's right. I got a new favorite one. That's right up there with Grease, man. Seriously.
That was
I'd love to
fantastic.
hear Grease's.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. You got a second?
Hi, it's Justin Schlegel here from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show. And if you enjoy true crime documentaries as much as I do, know that Dustin and Alan are going to be in one in 2032 when they take axes to each other during a homoerotic session gone wrong in the break room at a Chuck E. Cheese. The last one before they shut it down forever because these two got caught jacking off in the ball pit. It's the None Taken podcast. I've never listened.
Hi, I'm the Grease Man. And I never listen to None Taken. Sometimes hideous, oft-times unsavory.
Jesus
The little
Christ,
sounds.
man.
It's
The
the little
king,
sounds, right?
the king
Yeah.
sits on
Right?
his
Yeah.
fucking throne.
Hell yeah, he does.
Oh my God, what a legend!
Yeah.
What a legend!
Well, legend yourself. Thank you so much for joining
Yes.
us.
My
Do you want to
pleasure.
do one
You
more
guys are
plug?
great, man.
Do you want to do one more plug? For
Yeah,
anybody
if you want to
doesn't
give a
know
listen,
where to find you again?
download the 98 Rock Baltimore app if you want to listen to Justin Scott and Spiegel anywhere in the country. You can listen to my morning show, 5:30 to 10 Eastern Time. DieLaughingProductions.com for the comedy, murder, mystery. My podcast is The DLP Agenda. Give us a listen. Go to The DLP Agenda wherever you find your favorite podcast. And on Wednesday nights, I Twitch stream. I eat, I joke, I game. I get freaked out, I scream, I throw my headphones, and occasionally I call myself a slur that doesn't match. Twitch.tv/Justin98Rock. That's Twitch.tv/Justin98Rock.
Dude, this has been a blast.
Yeah,
Thank you
hell
so
yeah, man.
much.
It's awesome
Dustin,
having
Alan,
you.
thank you for the time, man. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
Cheers.
All right, guys, take
Cheers.
care. Cheers. Later.
Thanks, man. Cheers.